What is up guys, Ashbfc here and welcome to another video. So for this video I'm going to talk about some of the most anticipated games that are coming out this year. Should be another absolutely awesome year for games, some big stuff coming out, a lot to look forward to. Should be good. I mean, last year, 2017, was absolutely ridiculous. Come on, how was that not one of the best years ever for games? It was crazy, just so many incredible games, too many if anything. It was overwhelming. I'm still playing catch up now. In fact, I'm not quite ready for new games yet. But yeah, it was amazing. On top of that, you know, Nintendo with a huge comeback with a Switch, you know, giving the middle finger to all the haters, saying they were doomed. That thing's on fire, and it's absolutely amazing. It's only going to get better. It's already sold over, what, 10 million units? I think it's the fastest selling home console ever in US history. They're doing pretty well. They're doing pretty goddamn well. Never count Nintendo out. And the icing on the cake was gamers finally fighting back against EA. It really warmed my heart seeing that, because fuck EA with all their loot box bullshit garbage. Oh, good to see gamers finally fighting back. It's about goddamn time, and let's keep this up. I'll say it again. Fuck EA. Now, I was actually hoping to have done a top 10 games for 2017 list video. That ship sailed. A bit disappointed about that, because I think I've done them since 2012 or something. So that was the last one I probably would have done before I retired from YouTube, but oh well. But if you were wondering what my number one game was from last year, well, I'm sure you can take a guess. It's pretty obvious, but I'll give you a clue. Starts with Legend of Zelda, ends in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, but you know, Nier Automata, Horizon Zero Dawn, oh, so many good games, so many good games. But anyway, let's get on with this video. So I've got a list of 8 games. Now these are all games that are scheduled to be released this year. There are other games that might make it out this year, but they've not been confirmed, so I won't talk about those. Just ones that are scheduled for this year. Alright, so let's get into it. Now these aren't in any particular order, apart from number 1, but other than that, no order. So I'm going to start off with Spider-Man, which is a PS4 exclusive. Feels good to be looking forward to a Spider-Man game for the first time in a hell of a long time. And I feel confident this is going to be a great game. I really do. Now, let's be honest, the Spider-Man games have been pretty fucking dog shit for a long time. Why? Well, obviously because Activision's had the license, that's why. Because fuck Activision. They've been so bad, but that's what Activision does. It's just quantity over quality. They make the shittest games still, the Activision. Why do people still buy their games? I'll never understand. But yeah, they've sucked. But it's out of Activision's hands now. You know, Sony's got it, and they've got Insomniac working on the game, who are, I guess, best known for Ratchet & Clank, before that Spyro the Dragon. They also did what I consider to be pretty underrated series in the Resistance games, and also Sunset Overdrive. So yeah, it's in safe hands, and you know, from what little we have seen, I look really good. And yeah, I'm confident this is going to be a great Spider-Man game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So it should be a great PS4 exclusive. Right, next game, JRPG, and that is Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom, which is coming to PC and PS4. Now, the first Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, was a PS3 exclusive, which came out quite a while ago now. But it was, one of the best JRPGs I've ever played. It was absolutely brilliant. Just everything I want from a JRPG. Absolutely fantastic. Had so much charm, love the characters, love the story, love its graphical style, love the battle system, the dungeons, you know, the boss fights. It was so good. It reminded me a lot of some of the old school JRPGs, but it also had elements of Pokemon in it. The battle system was really cool with the familiars. And this one, I'm sure it's going to be awesome as well. But they've changed the battle system this time around. It's real time rather than turn-based, and they've done away with the familiars. Looks like it's going to have more of a Pikmin style to it, actually. I forgot what these little creatures are called, but you can use them for like elemental attacks and stuff, fire and water, what have you. And it looks really, really cool. And I'm fine either way, turn-based, real time, either works for me. I'm not bothered. I guess it's probably more appeal in real time. A lot of people don't like turn-based, and it's fair enough. And a lot of people hate turn-based, but I'll take either one. But either way, whatever, I think this is going to be an absolutely amazing JRPG, just like the first game. Alright, next game. Another PS4 exclusive. It is Shadow of the Colossus. The remake. It's a remake, not a remaster. I've talked about this before, but it still frustrates me how many people don't know the difference between a remake and a remaster, including some of these game journalists. They should goddamn know. I don't know why, but it just frustrates me. This is not a remaster, it's a remake, as in it's been done from the ground up. Okay, so brand new engine and everything. A remaster is when they just re-release the same game, and it's exactly the same, apart from usually they increase the resolution and the frame rate. Other than that, it's the same game, intact, same engine and everything. That's a remaster. A remake from the ground up. Just like Yakuza Kiwami was a full remake of the original Yakuza on PS2. Like Twin Snakes was a remake of the original Metal Gear Solid on PS1. And how Resident Evil on the GameCube was a full remake of Resident Evil on the PS1. Yeah, you get it? Okay. Yeah, so this is a remake. It was actually remastered on the PS3. That was the remastered version. But yeah, anyway, I think this is going to be incredible. Shadow of the Colossus to me is a piece of fucking art. Anyone disagrees, I will fight you right here, right now. It's art, god damn it. Okay? As is Eco and The Last Guardian, they're incredible. But Shadow of the Colossus is just something a little bit special. What an amazing game. It really is. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So, you know, it's obviously got brand new graphics. It looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like it's going to have actually smooth frame rate this time round. And yeah, should be awesome. It looks like they're keeping it pretty much intact, which is good. This is a game you don't want to mess with too much. Obviously, you know, give it some new graphics. Other than that, keep everything the same. Don't ruin it. So yeah, taking on the Colossus the same way and all that stuff, with the, you know, the same sort of atmosphere and mood to it. Maybe they've even added some Colossus somewhere out of the original game. I won't expect it, but it will be kind of cool. Hopefully they've left the soundtrack as well. Do not touch the soundtrack. But, you know, either way, I think this will be a great game. I really do. Is it going to be as good as the original? I mean, that's a tall order, but you never know. We've seen remakes better than originals before. But I'm still looking forward to it. I think it's going to be absolutely great. Can't wait to take on some Colossus again. So bring it on, Shadow Colossus. The remake, not remaster. Alright? Alright, so the next game is another JRPG, and this is coming to PlayStation 4, 3DS, and later on it'll be coming to Nintendo Switch, and that is Dragon Quest XI. Now, Dragon Quest is my second favourite JRPG series of all time. Of course, only behind Final Fantasy. When I say Final Fantasy, I'm talking Final Fantasy 1 to 9. After that, I don't care so much. It lost its way. But Dragon Quest has never lost its way, and it's been going since... Is it as old as Final Fantasy? It's the 80s. It's been going... It's older than me, let's put it that way. It's been going for a hell of a long time. And it's still amazing to this day. It's always remained true to its roots. It's been remade. All the games have been remade a bunch of times, and they're all better than the originals. It's... Oh, I love Dragon Quest. I love Dragon Quest so much. And, yeah, this is the first... Not including remakes, this is the first new entry, you know, since... Well, Dragon Quest X was, much to my disappointment, an MMO. And I don't care for MMOs in the slightest. I don't even know if it came out of Japan. It might not have done, but even if it did, I wouldn't have got it anyway. But yeah, this is the first proper new entry, a new story, since Dragon Quest IX on the DS, which I think was 2009. So it's been a hell of a long time. So yeah, I'm totally ready for some more Dragon Quest. So yeah, as I said, this is coming to PS4 and 3DS and Switch. Now the PS4 and the Switch versions are going to be running on the Unreal Engine, so they're going to be better looking versions. Obviously the PS4 is going to be the best looking version, but the really cool thing is the 3DS, and while I believe it's still going to be basically the same game, same story, characters and this, that and the other, but it's the 3DS is going to have its own unique graphical style. Well, two unique graphical styles. So the top screen is going to be like sort of the classic 3DS style graphics, more like Dragon Quest 7 I get. Well, yeah, I think it's a bit different, Dragon Quest 7, but sort of the 3DS style, which has its own charm. But you can also choose, and what we're playing on the bottom screen is a classic 16-bit style. So you could play the game all the way through, you can choose whichever one you want, either sort of the 3DS style or the classic 16-bit style. So you've almost like two games, which is amazing, really go on that extra step. I think that's absolutely awesome. So I have to get it twice. I have to get it on, I'm going to get it on PS4, and I'm going to get it on 3DS. Because yeah, so that's really cool. And yeah, I can't wait to play some more Dragon Quest. I'm currently playing through Dragon Quest 8 on 3DS, so hopefully I can get that beat in time. Because it always takes me ages to get through JRPGs. But bring on the Dragon Quest. Alright, so the next game is Metro Exodus, which is coming to, I think, everything really, apart from Switch, PS4, PC and Xbox One. We saw a little bit of this at E3. Looked amazing. Apparently that was actual, you know, in-game footage, which, wow, I didn't believe it at first, but that's pretty amazing. But Metro 2033 and Last Light were phenomenal games. They really were. So I guess standout games in the FPS genre, because they weren't your typical shitty first-person shooter. I class them as survival horror with just an incredible atmosphere and great story. Oh, they were so good. They really were. 'Cause I generally just don't care for FPS games. I haven't for a long time. They just, you know, just the same generic recycled garbage, your Call of Duties, and then we seem to be shifting towards these online shooters now, which I care for even less. I just generally think fuck the FPS genre for the most part, but not Metro. So yeah, Exodus. Can't wait for this. I think it's been in development for like 3 years or something, so it's had some good time. Now I would actually if I'm going to put money on one of these being delayed on this list, it's this game. I'll be honest, I don't even think it is going to come out this year. I think it's going to get delayed. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it might get delayed. But as of right now, it's 2018, so it's in this video. But so I think in this game, you like traveling across the continent, and it's going to take place over a year, and you'll be going through the 4 seasons, which sounds fucking amazing. Bring it on, bring on Metro. It's been quite a while, hasn't it, since Last Light? So yeah, no doubt it's just going to be an awesome game. What's the devs called? 4A are they called? I think they're a great developer, so I have confidence in them. Metro Exodus is going to be amazing. Just probably not coming out this year. Alright, next up, big one, another PS4 exclusive. It's Yakuza 6. Some of you regular watchers, no wait, that's no one. Well, anyway, I've hopped on about Yakuza a lot on this channel, done a couple of playthroughs. It's one of my all-time favourite video game series, and to me, the by far the most underrated video game series of all time. But it has started to get a bit more attention now with the release of Yakuza 0 last year. That helped, that's good to see. But oh, what a phenomenal series, and Yakuza 6 is going to be amazing. In fact, I actually played the demo of this, got it off the Japanese market, and it was amazing. They built a brand new engine for this. I think it's called the Dragon Engine, so it looks better than ever. The combat is more brutal, got a physics engine in there, more destructibility. Oh, it's going to be incredible. You know, Yakuza just has these amazing stories. That's a big selling point. Fantastic stories and characters. You know, they range from being dark and gritty to wacky and weird and funny. You know, the combat is absolutely brutal. You can just get distracted with all the mini. There's just so much content. You know, we've had things like air hockey, we've had table tennis, pool, darts, bowling, fishing, batting cages. Oh, there's just so much content in these games, and yeah, just every game's amazing. The series just gets better and better, and Yakuza 6 is most likely going to be the best one. But sadly, it is the last one. It all comes to an end in this game. I mean, over 10 years later, 7 games, this is the end. So, bittersweet, I guess, but no doubt it's going out with a bang. Oh, massively looking forward to this. God damn, do I love Yakuza. So, if you haven't, go and check out this series. Play them all from the PS2 game up to now. Get them all checked out. They're incredible, well worth your time. So, yeah, and fingers crossed, maybe we can even get Yakuza Kiwami 2. We got 2 Yakuza games last year. In Yakuza 0, the prequel story, and then the full remake of original Yakuza and Kiwami. Please, Yakuza Kiwami 2, come on. I mean, I'll be happy in concept with Yakuza 6, but if we could get Yakuza Kiwami 2 as well, that'd be amazing. Please, Sega, anyone, let's have it localized, please. Okay, so this next game is, I think fair to say, the biggest release of the year. I think most people would put it at number 1 on their lists. That is, of course, Red Dead Redemption 2. How long have we waited for this game? When did Red Dead Redemption come out? It was a hell of a long time ago. It's been a long, what, 7 years? 8 years? Whatever, it's been a long time. Now, to me, Red Dead Redemption is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best game Rockstar's ever done. And that's really saying something. I think it shits all over the GTAs. Now, that might not be a popular opinion, but it's my opinion. And it's an open world fucking masterpiece. It's so good. But Red Dead Redemption 2, I can't put this at number 1 on my list. This cannot be my most anticipated game, sadly. And it's really fucking sad that that's the case. But the reason being is, I am concerned. Now, I have full faith in Rockstar. They are, come on, they're one of the greatest developers of all time. Come on, that's fact. Of course they are. How are they not? Look at the games they've done. And I have full faith in Rockstar. It's those cunts at Take-Two that I'm worried about, because at the end of the day, they call the shots. It's the publishers who call the shots, and they own Rockstar, and Rockstar must do as they're told. And well, Take-Two are complete fucking scum, because they're all about the, what do they call it? They want to keep, what is it, some consumer spending. They're all about the microtransactions. Yeah, fucking microtransactions. GTA 5 online. I think that's a fucking disgrace. It's awful. I think it's a terrible game anyway, but just its business model is a disgrace. And didn't that start a lot of this shit, that game? Why are they getting away with it just because it's Grand Theft Auto? It's a joke, honestly. I fucking hate it. It's so bad. And I'm worried they're going to go all out with the multiplayer in Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, are they making it more of a multiplayer game than a single player game? Which is what I'm worried about. Going to be absolutely riddled, no doubt, with microtransactions. How much is that taken away from the single player campaign? And are they going to try and put the microtransactions into the single player? Honestly, I'm just really worried that Take-Two are going to completely balls this game up. I really am. I hope I'm dead wrong. You know, if they just let Rockstar do as they want and fuck off with the shady business models and stop being greedy twats, we'd no doubt have a phenomenal game. Of course we would. It's Rockstar. But it's just fucking, it's so sad that that's a worry now. I mean, honestly, I'm so fucking jaded with this industry. I mean, I'm annoyed now. I've put myself in a bad mood because of this. I shouldn't have brought this up. I should have left this off the list. But I wanted to talk about it. Because, are you with me on this? Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm totally wrong and there is a phenomenal single player game to this. And I can ignore the bullshit multiplayer. Because it's going to have multiplayer, right? I don't know if it's been confirmed. But it's sad that that's the case, really. Yeah, Take-Two. And I do see a lot of people, you know, take shots at Rockstar and other developers when this shit happens, but it's not the developers' fault. It's the publishers. It's the publishers that are greedy businessmen, the greedy twats. They do this, not the developers. So yeah, I can't put it, you know, as my most anticipated, sadly. So, as I said, I hope it turns out to be a phenomenal game. It could be, it should be, but will it be? So, Take-Two of these, you pricks, huh? Wankers. Anyway, let's move on to a bit more positive. So, here's my #1 game. But did I mention, by the way, these were not in any particular order, apart from #1? I probably mentioned, I totally forgot. I don't know. These weren't in any order, by the way, but this is my #1 most anticipated game. And it is, of course, God of War on the PS4. Yes, Kratos is back. The angriest motherfucker in video game history is back. And I could not be more excited. I feel like I've waited a long time to return of God of War. Oh, I love me some God of War, I do. And wow, I am pumped for this game. I really, really am. Yes. Now, they are going in a bit of a different direction with this game, which I think is great, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks awesome. I know a lot of people are scared of change. They don't want change. Why? It's just boring if you're just getting the same thing over and over again. But then again, the biggest selling games is the same shit every fucking year. All the sports games and that garbage. So that's what people want for some reason. To me, no, it's boring. You got to mix it up. You got to do something different. But it's when you do something so different that it's no longer anything to do with what it once was. Like with what Capcom did with Resident Evil, when they took out the survival horror, the core of the fucking game, and just turned it into a generic shitty action game. That's not good change. But this still does look like God of War. But it's set now, I think it's classed as a soft reboot, I believe. But it's set in the Norse mythology, rather than the Greek mythology. I mean, that story's already been told. So it's Norse mythology this time around, which, of course, has so much potential with all the Norse gods. Fucking Thor and Odin and all that stuff. Loki. Oh, yeah. And it's going for the sort of over-the-shoulder third-person style rather than the fixed camera angle we got in the past games. And he hasn't got his, what they call Blades of Chaos. Well, he's got this axe this time round. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. I like this new direction. He's got a son with him as well this time around, so the story's going to be interesting. He's meant to be a bit calmer in this game. But yeah, it looks visually, it's going to be absolutely stunning. It looks amazing. It's going to be brutal as hell. And oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to dish out the punishment. I am a little concerned about where they go with the story in this game. I'm kind of convinced that either Kratos or his son ain't making out of this game alive, and I'm going to be gutted if they kill Kratos. Which sounds sadistic, I'm fine with a kid dying, but I do not want to see Kratos killed, you know. I hope they're not going to kill him off and have his son take over, because if you ask me, no Kratos, no God of War. I'm hoping for a trilogy in this Norse mythology. That's what I want. Ideal scenario here, and again, I cannot look good in this video, but his kid gets killed by one of the gods. Again, I sound fucked up. I want the kid to die, but look, his kid gets killed. Kratos, old school Kratos is back, but he's more pissed than he's ever been before. I mean, we thought he fucked up those Greek gods. Wait until you see what he does to these Norse gods. That's what I want. He's gonna absolutely fuck these Norse gods up. That's a story I'd write, and that's probably why I'm not a writer. But that's the ideal scenario for me. Just absolutely fuck up those Norse gods. I'm taking on all the Norse gods. I don't want his son to turn out to be a god or anything like that. I want him to fuck up those Norse gods. That's what God of War is about, killing the gods. Okay? So hopefully that's what's going to happen. But whatever they do, I'm sure it's going to be nothing short of fucking phenomenal. So yeah, that's definitely my #1 most anticipated game this year. God of War. So yeah, so those are some of my most anticipated games coming out this year. Now actually, just before I finish, okay, I'll bring it up, okay, because some people might ask. Shenmue 3, yes, it is apparently supposed to be coming out this year. I do not believe that for a second. Okay, no, I don't want to believe it anyway. It's way too soon. It is way too soon for Shenmue 3. If this is going to be the game that I've waited for half my fucking life for, it needs more time. It's too early. It needs 3-4 years development time. And no, I don't think for a second it's coming out this year. It ain't happening. And if it does, that's bad. That's very bad. It needs way more time. So that's Shenmue 3 for you right there. It's not coming out this year. It's not coming out this year. But you guys feel free to post below some of your most anticipated games. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you later.